Once upon a time, in a small village, two neighbors, Mama Nenna and Mama Ada, lived so close that their windows almost touched. Their daughters, Nenna and Ada, grew up as best friends, doing everything together. They played on the dusty streets, fetched water from the river, caught butterflies, and bought roasted corn and coconut by the roadside. Their bond was unbreakable. From primary school to junior secondary, fate kept them in the same class. When they entered senior secondary school, they became dormitory roommates, sharing the same bunk bed. Nenna on top and Ada below. At night, they gossip about school, boys, and their dreams of success. They vowed to always watch each other's backs. Years passed, and both girls worked hard. Nenna always topped the class, and Ada did well too. When they passed the university entrance examination, the whole village celebrated their success. After graduation, they walked the streets together in search of jobs. With her brilliance and charm, Nenna secured a prestigious university job and helped Ada get one too in the same company. People often whispered, "Are they really just friends? They must be sisters." The two girls laughed whenever they heard such. But something changed one day. One day, Nenna received a promotion letter. She was to travel abroad for special training. Overjoyed, she shared the good news with Ada. "Don't worry, when I return, I will bring you lots of gifts," Nenna promised. True to her words, when she came back, she bought Ada perfumes, shoes, and clothes. The whole village rejoiced in her success. Soon, suitors, wealthy men, and some rich guys and kind-hearted men began lining up for her. One day, Nenna was invited to a high-profile meeting with influential people. She had the perfect dress but needed a matching shoes. "Ada, can I borrow your shoes? They matched my dress perfectly," Nenna asked. "Of course. Are we not sisters?" Ada smiled. At the meeting, everyone admired Nenna, whispering, "Oh, look at those beautiful shoes. They look so lovely and beautiful." But from that day, Nenna fell ill. It started with headaches, then fever, then vomiting blood. Her feet began to swell. Doctors couldn't diagnose her illness. At work, colleagues who once smiled at her now frowned. Her boss became hostile. Then, she was falsely accused of stealing company money. "Me? A thief?" she cried in shock. But she was dismissed from work. As if that wasn't enough, two of her serious suitors stopped picking her calls. Sitting alone in her room, Nenna whispered to herself, "Something is wrong, but why?" Her health deteriorated. She fainted often. One morning, she felt a sharp pain in her leg. It turned into red, then black. Soon, she couldn't walk. Defeated, she returned back to the village, spending her days crying under the big tree in front of her house. One evening, an old woman passing by stopped. "My daughter, wipe your tears. Your affliction comes from someone close to you." Nenna's heart pounded. Someone close to me? But who? The old woman took her home, prayed for her, and gave her some local herbs. 7 days later, Nenna was healed. But something strange happened. Dear viewers, please, before we continue the story, if you are enjoying this story, Please don't forget to like, drop a comment and share for it to help us get YouTube recommendations to other viewers. And if you are not yet a subscriber, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to support us. Thank you so much and God bless. Ada felt terribly ill. Her legs swelled, turned into black, and started bringing out a foul smell. Very weak and shivering, she sent for Nenna. 3 days later, Nenna visited Ada. She was so shocked at her condition. "What is happening?" Nenna asked. Tears streamed down Ada's face. "Nenna, I have something to tell you. I want to confess. I did this to you. I was jealous. Your job, your success, your suitors, I envied it all. I went to a herbalist the night before your meeting. I knew you will borrow my shoes. That was my chance to strike. I asked him to make you suffer, but I never imagined it would turn this bad. I am so sorry." Nenna gasped. "You, Ada? My best friend? The one I trusted with my life? Why?" She angrily walked out in tears and booked a hotel room to stay for that night. But that night, she couldn't sleep. Should she leave Ada to suffer or help her? After 2 days of thinking, she took Ada to the old woman. And the old woman also prayed for Ada. She gave her the same herbal medicine that was given to Nenna, and Ada got healed. The old woman threatened Ada, warning her, "If you ever do evil again, you will die." Though Ada was healed, but she lost her left foot. She lived in a wheelchair, a constant reminder that jealousy leads to destruction. Despite everything, Nenna visited her daily. She brings her food, water, and at times just sat beside her without saying a word, but looked deep into the air. One day, Ada asked Nenna, "Why do you still come here?" "Because we are not just friends, Ada. We are like sisters, and sisters don't abandon each other." Ada blinked back tears, but deep inside, the jealousy remained quiet and cold. Weeks turned into months. Nenna rebuilt her life. She got a better job in a bigger company where she met Kelechi, her ambitious, kind and handsome boss. He admired her intelligence and humility. Rumors spread that he wanted to marry her. The news reached Ada, and the jealousy she thought was gone roared back to life. "She always gets the best in life. Why I suffer? I must put a stop to all this," Ada fumed. This time, she refused to visit a herbalist. Instead, she wrote a note. "Meet me at the big tree. I have something to tell you about Kelechi. Come alone." She handed the note over to a little girl who helped her deliver the note to Nenna. When Nenna received the note, she grew anxious. Curious, she dressed quickly into a simple gown and rushed to the big tree. The sun was already casting down. She arrived, but no one was there. Just as she was about to sit, 2 masked men jumped out of the bush and grabbed her. They dragged her to an abandoned building. "Tonight, you die," one of them said, raising a knife. Suddenly, one of the men gasped, "Jesus Christ! No! We can't harm her." He turned to his companions. "This woman once helped me when I was stranded. She gave me food and money. Please let her go." The others hesitated, but later freed her. "Don't report us to the police, please," they begged her. "But know this, Ada, your friend, sent us." Nenna was stunned, but agreed not to report them. Instead, she confided in Kelechi. Kelechi helped her file a case against Ada. Ada was arrested and sentenced to 25 years in prison. There, she suffered terribly. In the 5th year, she died, alone and forgotten. As for Nenna, she learned to be conscious with trust, but remained kind and forgiving. Eventually, she found love in Kelechi, proving that good hearts always find their way to happiness. Jealousy destroys. Envy can turn even the closest friends into enemies. Ada's jealousy led her to harm Nenna, but in the end, she destroyed herself. True friendship is selfless. Nenna remained kind and forgiving despite Ada's betrayal. True friendship is about love, not competition. Be careful who you trust. Not everyone who smiles with you wishes you well. Even the closest friends can harbor hidden envy. Good always triumphs over evil. Though Ada's wickedness almost ruined Nenna, in the end, Nenna's goodness and kindness won. Forgiveness is powerful, but caution is necessary. Nenna forgave Ada, but learned to be wiser in choosing whom to trust. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kachi. I hope you've learned 1 or 2 lessons from this story. Please don't forget to like, drop your comment and share this video. Bye bye. See you in my next video. Bye.